I got no drip in my pocket. Must have forgot it, or maybe I already lost it. Don't got enough to go cop it, I'm about to take off like a rocket. Houston, we might have a problem, but that don't mean money will solve them. No, that don't mean money will solve them.
There's a thin line between life and death. An SV Twiz film that shows the truth about what's going on in the hood.
I'm telling bro, I can't go. So yeah, cousin, if you gonna be able to help me out with this job, like I need this one real bad. Like I'm not trying.
You've seen the rest. Now it's time to see the best. Starring Vodka 1000 Proof and SV Twiz.
Real nice one, like
A hood drama that shows you the meaning of money, power, and respect. Torn apart.
Yo, you really doing your thing with that girl.
what? What's up, nigga? I can't call it, bro. Hey, yo, what's up?
Watch it now on YouTube at Life with the Philly Fam.
So what's good, y'all? This SV Twiz, man, the hood blogger. And ladies and gentlemen, today we got a very special guest on the show, man. We seen him on Def Comedy Jam. We seen him on Paper Soldiers. We seen him on State Property too. He got another couple flicks out there too. And if I'm not mistaken, Smoke, you know, you just dropped something on Netflix, or you got something coming out on Netflix that you've been working on. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you know I like to introduce. There's really no introduction needed. Smokey Suarez, man, the one and only. What's good, Smoke?
What's up, y'all? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Smokey Suarez in the house.
That's good, man. That's good to see you, brother, man. And you've been working lately, man. You've been working all the time, but lately, man, you've been on tour a lot. I noticed, man. How was your tour you just got done doing?
It's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Traveling state to state, meeting different people all the time. You know, it's kind of tiring though. You know what I'm saying? Being on the road a lot. Like last week, I had came to New York straight from Boston. I wasn't even home for like 30 minutes, and I had to go to another show. So it was like crazy. But it's fun though. You know, having fun doing what you like to do.
Yeah, man, that's heavy, man. And I gotta thank you, like I was telling you earlier, man, for you squeezing me in on your schedule, because you know you've been doing a lot of moving around and things of that nature. So I really salute you for that, and I thank you, man. I really thank you for your time. Well appreciated. Okay, so definitely, Smoke, man. I gotta take it to the beginning, Smoke. You know, how was life growing up in Harlem before the entertainment business?
Oh, before the entertainment business, I mean, being in Harlem was crazy. You know, I come from the rich poor to the drug era, the paid in full era of Harlem. You know, um, Harlem was dope back in the days. You know, we always been dope. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of crazy shit going on the streets. You know what I'm saying? It was way different than it is now. You know, today is gentrified. You see all the white people walking through. Back in the days, you only see white people walking through Harlem if they was buying drugs. You know what I'm saying? There's either buying drugs or police. You know what I'm saying? Now it's different. You know what I'm saying? They got mad people out here chilling. Harlem and chains is gentrified. But like I said, back in the days, you couldn't get none of these white people. Like I used to have a comedy club I had this shit on in Harlem called Mocha's on 119th Street at 8th Avenue. And on that same corner on 119th and 8th Avenue, I had the comedy club. Like 20 years before the club, that was one of the biggest drug areas in Harlem. Word on that was the
Damn.
big drug area and one of the biggest drug blocks in Harlem, right on that same corner where Mocha's used to be. And I used to tell people, I said, man, you couldn't even come over here back in the days, yo. This was a straight gangster hood, like word. You couldn't even come around here unless you was from around this motherfucker back in the day. They had the vigilantes on Manhattan Avenue, the vigilante crew on Manhattan Avenue. Like Harlem, it was different, like for real.
That's facts, man. And you know, I'm born and raised out from Philly, man. And one thing that we notice, and everybody around the world, man, is that y'all from Harlem, man. You know, shout out to the whole New York, but it's just something different about y'all out Harlem, man. Like you said, you come from like the Rich Porter era and all that. Have you ever, you know, crossed paths with like Rich Porter or you know any of the like the hood legends coming up? And how was that? How was those experiences? Was it just like one of the movies?
I mean, I knew Rich Porter, I knew Alpo. I mean, I've been around brothers, kicked it with them brothers, sold drugs with them brothers.
That's heavy, man. That's heavy.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
I was connected in that game back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So
damn.
I done dealt with everybody like back in the days, from Rich Porter to Alpo and all other kind of people back in the days. You know?
Yeah, that's heavy, man. That's legendary. So, how was life transitioning from you know being in the streets? Because we all know, like I'm 33, but like I was born in '87, so the era that you're from, you was there when you know the crack era when it started bubbling, like where people was you know you was coming up real fast. You know, it's not like how the game is today. How was it transitioning coming from that era to getting in the entertainment business? At what point, you know, did you realize like, you know what, I'm gonna leave this alone, and you know, I'm gonna focus on my career?
Um, I always like back in the days, like in I always told myself, like I was on the streets, and I always told myself, I said, if I ever get locked up, I'm quitting. Like I'm done with hustling. Um, and I'm gonna do comedy. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, one time it was a blessing and in disguise. I got locked up, ended up going to jail for a year. Um, while I was in jail, but when I was in jail for this year, it wasn't like I was in normal jail because I had gotten to this program called Fresh Start, right, in jail on Rikers Island. And in the program, they picked like 18 people to get into this program. And in the program, once you in it, they have all kind of classes like computer, journalism, cooking, like all different kind of classes you could take all day. Going to regular school too. You got your going for your high school diploma if you was younger, or probably trying to go to get college credits if you was, you know what I'm saying, a little older. And I went to that class, graduated that shit in jail. As soon as I came home, I went straight to the comedy shit. Like my homegirl that I grew up with, she was a promoter, and she was like, she always knew I was funny in high school, and she was like, yeah, my homegirl dad, she run the hip hop tour, as a matter of fact, in New York City. Um, she was like, yeah, man, you was mad funny in high school, man. You think you could get on stage? And she was doing a big ass show in Columbia University in New York City. And it was Tracy Morgan, Cortez, um, Sherry St. Clair, and Rudy Rush was on the show. And I went on stage shit for that little 5 minutes. I killed it, had a good time. Then I just chilled for a minute. Then after that, I just started getting in competitions. And then I had won a competition that I didn't think I could win. I just got in that shit, just trying it. and I ended up winning the shit. So then after that, I really started going really hard after that. You know what I'm saying? I just gave everything up. Like I knew I had a little bread. I sat on shit until it ran out. You know what I'm saying? And I just stuck and focused on comedy. You know, and like I was going hard too. You know, like I was like a real gym rat. Like one of them motherfuckers that stayed in the comedy club. That was me. Like when I was younger, I stayed in the comedy club. Like, right.
Damn.
Yeah. So you know, things started picking up. I had got my first TV show on BET Comic View. They had called me up, and then after that, like BET called me like the second season. They called me 3 seasons of BET. The Def Jam called me up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just started plugging all different kind of TV shows and shit. Bad Boy Comedy, Def Jam, Who's Got Jokes, um, Comedy After Dark, um, not Last Comic Standing. It's another show. I forgot the name of it. But I had that bad show like back to back to back to back to back.
Man. So
Right after.
I didn't even cut you off, Smoke. What was you saying?
Now I said that was right after I finished. You know what I'm saying? When I started, I just started plugging and getting mad shows.
Kept rolling. Okay,
And
so
one time, then I end up one time how I got Paper Soldiers is